Hey, right, I lied. I want to do a quick video and get it up on my channel just to see how it does. This is going to be a small series of reviews. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to review yet. I've seen a few films recently. I promised you a review for Ghostbusters Afterlife, so I'll probably do that as one of them. Spiderman No Way Home. I'll probably do. In fact, yeah, this will be a trilogy of reviews. I'll go through it. Ghostbusters, Spider-Man No Way Home, and then Matrix Resurrections. So this is going to be a quick video. So I just want to get something up on my channel. Side note, because I'm forever side note, I hit go live thinking I could do this just going straight live. Apparently I can't. I have to wait for 24 hours now because I was already well verified and all that stuff. So I just have to wait for 24 hours, and then after that, if I hit go live, it'll let me go live and I can do stuff straight then. I will get back on track now. So, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Saw it multiple times. It had its funny moments. I don't think... Oh, this is going to include spoilers, by the way. First two films have been out in the cinema forever. Matrix Resurrections, not so much, so I'll be light spoilers for that one. So yeah. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I wasn't impressed with Chomper. I think that's what they called it. Chomper. I liked Slimer. I didn't like Chomper. They were inconsistent with Chomper too. Also, I'm doing some of the bad stuff out of the way just so I can talk about the good stuff. The Proton Pack name, I should have thought about writing their names down before doing all of this because I can't remember names. The younger daughter, who is essentially Egon, she recreates or repairs a proton pack that with the help of a ghost. Guess who? And something that irked me was not only was she able to Pepsi burp went right up my nose. Not only was she able to carry it around on her back, no problems. The original Ghostbusters struggled to put them on. But when it fired, there was minimal recoil. It's as if she was waving around a lightsaber. You know, there's no weight to it whatsoever, no power to it. So yeah, that irked me. Besides that, I thought the film was fantastic. I thought the old guy that kept himself alive, I can't remember his name now. And this is going to be reminiscent to my sloppy reviews, because technically the reviews are sloppy. You get some information, you don't get a lot. The old guy that basically created the town. It was his tower in the first film that he basically made it as a dimensional portal or entrance. There was no point to him being there. It's like the moment he's there, he's gone. I'm not going to say exactly what happens. I'll try and keep some spoilers free. But yeah, it's... The film itself stands on its own. It has many droplets of nostalgia plopped throughout. Lots of member berries. But the film itself is well worth watching. Now, as a diehard fan of the original and the second, even though I fully well know they're both the same story, just covered in different frosting, they're both the same base cake, covered in a different frosting, I thoroughly enjoyed both 1 and 2. Music's fantastic. This film stands on its own. Still, you know, member berries sprinkled throughout. And for once, I was able to watch, I think his name's Finn. I think that's the brother in the film, Finn. I always called him the Stranger Things kid because everything I'd seen him in, he was literally just the same gobby Stranger Things kid. Yet in this film, he really actually did. Finn, I can't remember his name. Finn something. And I think the girl's name's Mackenzie. Anyway, they're fantastic in this film. They did really well. Podcast. Character Podcast. I think he did the marshmallow joke a bit too... I think the marshmallow joke went a bit too far. But he was, again, a funny character. Paul Rudd's character... I mean, who doesn't love Paul Rudd? If you don't love Paul Rudd, there's something wrong with you. Again, great. I've sort of mulled through the entire thing here. It is a fantastic film. And I love the way they handled Egon's departure. And it wasn't just a shoehorn in at the end. Hey, look, the old Ghostbusters are back. It actually had followed a story. They had significant screen time. They were vital to the story. They weren't just we're in it for 2 seconds. We've had our cameo, like some films. I'll try and not go into that one. But yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife. 2 thumbs up. Go see it if it's still in your cinema. I know some cinemas are still shut, so you may find when your cinema opens it's still showing. It may... I can't even remember if it's still showing in our cinema, to be honest. Go away. I'm playing RuPaul's Drag Race on my mobile, and for some reason it was still open. Right, let's check. Oh, fucking hell, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been going for over an hour and a half. Right, let's see. Search. Ghostbusters Afterlife. And it's not showing in my cinema, but it is showing in quite a few. So it is still showing in a few cinemas. Example, Bradford, Castleford, Dover, Glasgow, Silverburn. This is Cineworld specific, by the way. I don't know about the Odeons in those areas. So yeah, go see it. No Way Home, I think is... Yep, No Way Home is still in our cinema, so I'll switch to that next. I saw that film first time with Rosie. She was having severe, significant fibromyalgia pains at the time, and she, bless her, fell asleep because of it. So I don't blame her. It wasn't the film, but it was her health. I had to listen to, just up to the right of me, a row of 4 kids through the entire film. I still managed to follow along, but it impacted my enjoyment of the film. I still enjoyed it, but not as much as I probably would have. Second time I went to see the film, again in 3D. First time was in 3D, this was again. I went on my own. Just up, row behind me, because I went further down into the centre of this screen this time. There were 4 people of a foreign language, and they were talking. Not only talking, though. They had... I'm pretty sure one of them, just off to the side, had their phone like this for the entire film, because I could hear coming from a phone. So when I complained to staff, it's as if by magic they shut up. Then staff went away. Again, impacted my enjoyment. Still went to try and see it a third time. Third time lucky. I sat down, silence throughout the entire film, and I could not have enjoyed it any more than I did that day. It was fantastic. There's gonna be spoilers if you've not seen Spider-Man No Way Home. When I'm done talking the spoilers, I will do this. So if you see me suddenly doing this on the screen, you know it's safe to come back or turn the volume on. So if you want to turn the volume off for now, I'll try and keep the spoilers quick. So here we go. Spoilers. That's your warning. Spoilers. That's your warning. I went into it fully not liking MJ or Ned. I think they're badly written characters. Didn't really like them, didn't like their attitude, didn't like the whole dynamic. Slightly better in this film. And when the introduction, this is where the spoiler bit comes in, by the way. The introduction of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man actually is to do with a scene with Ned and MJ. And really, I'm with Andrew on this one. She's seriously mistrusting and throwing bread at him like he's gonna have spider, or as they call it, the tingle thing. He's gonna have it. So, I mean, the tingle thing, really. He's gonna have the spider sense. So, what's throwing bread gonna do? Is no threat. Bang. Anyway, the mindless comedy of that scene was still balanced by some of the raw talent that Andrew Garfield brought into it. Then they still trying to summon their own Spider-Man. Like, show us Peter Parker. Show us Peter. Show us Peter. Portal opens behind. And out steps through the cool youth pastor, as Andrew Garfield said he looked like, Tobey Maguire. And it's fantastic. The way he waved at Ned's grandma, you know, a little bit of a coy smile, and she smiled back at him. Yeah, it was fantastic. Now, I'm going to stop talking spoilers now, because those are the two main things that people really are impacted by. So this is for the people that are muted. Right, hopefully you're back. I'm not going to talk about those other points at all for the rest of this little talk about the film. The villains were fantastic. Obviously, the one who stole the show was Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Absolutely. The part was quite literally made for him. He's so talented. And I will admit, I laughed out loud when he played the meme up. Because anyone who knows Green Goblin, you know the meme of someone's showing a science thing and you see in the scene of him going, you know, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself, you know. He says that in the film and I cracked up. Because I was like, he's got to know that's a meme by now. But yeah, the villains were fantastic. Risa fans as the name escapes me. I know the name. Villain in Amazing Spider-Man. I will get to it. Damn it. I hate it when that happens. It'll come back to me in a minute. Connors. There we go. See, I stopped thinking about it. It came to me. Turns himself into the lizard, obviously. And yeah, he was one of the main villains. Then we have, I can't remember his name, the Sandman. We have Electro. I wish I could remember his name. Jamie Foxx. Fantastic as the new Electro. Definitely got his new mojo going. And Dr. Otto Octavius. Why they laughed at that name. Ugh. Again, him, fantastic. I've stumbled through mumbling about this film, so I hope you're following along. It's a great film. I like how this specific part of the Home trilogy was given so much depth and weight. This is actually like a big part of a review now. Ooh, I'm using big words. Depth and weight. That it actually felt like a really solid Spider-Man movie. And you could tell Holland grew into his part. I mean, I would have much preferred it not be waiting until the third of a trilogy, but what can you do? Decisions made, could have been changed, but apart from, I'm not going to, like I said, no more spoilers. I think you should go out and see that film. Double, triple thumbs up, wavy thumbs in the air if you just don't care. Big blur. Spider-Man No Way Home. Fantastic film. Even though I'm not keen, like I'll watch them. They're not bad or terrible, but I wouldn't go, oh, you've got to go out and see, or you've got to watch this. Homecoming and Far From Home. This film is on another level. Completely another level. So No Way Home is definitely one you should watch. Now, as it's almost 17 minutes, I'll get my Matrix Resurrections one out of the way. I like the film. Me and Rosie have strong connections to the original trilogy. In fact, we saw the original one several times, each on its anniversary. But we both got the movie. We both understood the movie. We both followed along. It's quite cerebral, quite, a thinker's movie. Matrix Resurrections was made to be a combination of thinker and observation film. It was as if Lana knew the audience it was playing to. Not just the OG fans, but people that will watch it and be like, what was going on? Like, you can't have too much of that in a movie these days. Because people just won't like it. They won't watch it, they won't like it, they'll switch it off. Nobody likes a completely cerebral, thinking movie. I love them. I can't get enough of them. So I like this movie. I thought Morpheus 2.0 was a solid character and a solid representation of that version of Morpheus. And I wasn't really keen on Jonathan Groff's Smith 2.0. He just doesn't have the gravitas, the screen power that Hugo Weaving just brings with him. And that's not a negative on Jonathan Groff. He's a fantastic singer. He is a fantastic actor. But for the role of Smith, he just didn't quite get there. The film, again, plays a good combination of thinker and doer. I love the digs at the satire and digs at the old stuff as well as modern. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I want people to watch it. The last thing I'll say is I thoroughly enjoyed the post-credit scene. I won't tell you what happens because you could look it up on YouTube by now probably. I personally read the post-credit scene as a poke fun at post-credit scenes. It was a slight further explanation or exploration into the themes of the films, but it was as if it was saying, this is it, right? There's no more, right? And It's like the thing they want to come up with in the post-credit scene, I would totally watch. They would totally have me. I would be there to watch it. But, again, I'm not most people. So, it seemed to me the post-credit scene was a dig. I loved the story. It was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I didn't look away going, ugh, once. I wish they'd have utilised the song White Rabbit a bit more. But there we go. Right. Double thumbs up for me for The Matrix Resurrections. Now that is most definitely still in the cinema. Let's see. Matrix Resurrections. Yep, it's still in my local cinema. I do plan on going to see that again. So I want to see it a few more times. But I'm going to see Scream tonight, as in this very day, but later in the evening. In fact, is it in the evening? My tickets. Is this the one that I cancelled? I had one for the same day, but I had to cancel it because I know Rosie wanted me to change the time. Yes. This is the one, 9 p.m. Going to see it at 9 p.m. tonight. I wish they'd take away the cancelled one. Don't know why that's still there. Anyway, this is the last video. I'm going to upload this in a second. I'm just going to call it something random. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've got a couple of videos that I had recorded before now that I wasn't intending to do this. I just want to shove something up. But yeah, thank you very much for following me. Thank you very much for being subscribed and supporting me through this quiet period. And I appreciate you guys, I really do. All 3 movies, fantastic films. Ghostbusters Afterlife, if you can go out and see it, do. And Spiderman No Way Home and Matrix Resurrections. Definitely cinema-worthy movies. Don't sit at home. You can have the greatest setup in the world. And obviously, health reasons, I fully understand if you have to. But if you're healthy and you can go out, do so. Support your local cinema and go see a fantastic film on a screen and with a sound system that is worthy of it. You guys take it. You take care. It's been great talking to you all again, and now I'm just rambling. I had one sip of this earlier, and that was it. You guys take it. I wanted to say take care and take it easy, so I said take it.